Hernandez, rib, expected to miss serious time. God damn it! Hello and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog.
I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today we're going to be recapping the Blue Jays Sunday in review of the last week. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to follow us on all our updates. Before we get started, we just got to update that Teoscar Hernandez is going to be out with a serious...
Let me read it.
Yeah.
This is full breaking news. I'm reading this off of Yahoo right now, Yahoo Fantasy Sports. It happened literally half an hour ago, it was reported. And it says, Hernandez, rib, expected to miss serious time. Rob Longley of the Toronto Sun reports that Teoscar Hernandez is expected to miss serious time due to an injury in his rib area. Longley says that Hernandez hurt himself on a swing Saturday. He's set to undergo an MRI later Sunday, but it sounds like the Blue Jays are already resigned to putting him on the injured list. Hernandez is behind only Mike Trout with 14 home runs this season, so this is a big loss for the Jays. And a big loss it is. This guy was literally our player of the week.
Yeah, I was so ready to start this video being like, Hernandez, can't believe what a turnaround he's done, and now
this comes out.
Hernandez this week did amazing. He went 10 for 31, hit .322 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs with 6 runs scored, and continues on his breakout campaign. And, this is a big loss for the Jays. We need to just wait for the MRI, but it's already not sounding good, so...
Yeah, when they already, even before the MRI, send this guy to the injured list, that to me sounds like, could be serious enough that he may not even play this season anymore, considering how short, how long we have left, sort of thing. Which is definitely not what we need right now.
Well, one of the ideas, maybe I just thought of right now, this is how we can solve this. It's okay, so Villar, we have our VR now. If we could put VR or Biggio in the outfield, and then when Bo Bichette comes back, then that fills up that spot, so that's a positive.
No, I mean, you know what, at least, and that was another thing, because this is there she goes. So this is the first episode of what we're going to be doing is a week in review. We're going to do this every single Sunday. Should have started with that. But every single Sunday, we're going to be tossing out this video, a video recapping the whole week. And one thing that did happen this week, which is a positive, is that Bo Bichette took the practice field.
Yeah, he's on the practice field again. We don't know when he's going to come back. There's no return timetable, but it is looking like his knee brace is off now, and he's throwing, he's running, he's hitting the batting cages. So it could be soon, and this might be a good thing for the Jays that we can get another bat back.
We lose Hernandez, but we gain back Bo Bichette. Obviously you don't want to be losing anything, but at least if we can get Bo Bichette coming back in the next week or so, then hopefully it won't hinder the lineup too much. I think the bigger problem though is Hernandez is the guy who's driving in the runs right now. We
need some other people to step up, and there are some people who have kind of stepped up this week.
Yeah,
Rowdy Tellez went 10 for 22 with a .454 batting average.
Crazy.
He had a home run, hitting a home run, 3 RBIs, and 5 runs scored. And here's the thing: it's Tellez, he'll find himself in pinch hitting roles sometimes. I think you got to start playing this guy every single day. He's hot right now. He's clearly showing his metrics on his hard hit percentage is unreal. I think this guy should be starting almost every single game.
Well, I'm pretty confident that now that we've lost Hernandez, you don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. You got to put the good bats in the lineup.
Yeah.
So, and another, just to cap off, who kind of did well this week. This is an interesting name, and I know we kind of all season have been making a joke about who is this man?
Right.
But Joe Panic He went 7 for 17 this week.
Actually?
Yeah, 7 for 17 with a 4.11 batting average. 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs driven in. He actually was pretty clutch in some of our W's with scoring in timely runs. So, Joe Panic, congratulations, you contributed.
I mean, you played baseball this week, Panic. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So we did have a couple good performances this week, although. We weren't we didn't really lose any games or win any. Like we stuck at 500 this week.
Yeah.
Was what, a 4 for 4 for us?
4 for 4, and I also.
I'm sorry, not 4 for 4, but we went 4 and 4.
Yeah, and it kind of tell us well, how do we get that 4 and 4 record this week? Well, we only hit 236 this week, so a little bit less.
Okay.
And our ERA was 4.31, so a little bit inflated on both sides.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. However. We went 4 and 4, but we got to look at as well is our competition. All right, New York Yankees didn't do any better. They actually went 4 and 5, and we are now tied them this week. We are tied them at 21 and 18, and we have a chance to grab that second place spot because I don't want to be dangling in the wild card. I want to secure that second place position.
Yeah, agreed. So today's game, and pretty much every game from this point on is gonna mean a lot, and that's why we traded because this week as well was, the ending of the trade deadline and stuff, and, we put out a couple videos about that, but big week for us in regards to acquiring starting pitching that can help us fill out the rotation, that can help us win ball games, and so far, they've been doing okay, And here's another thing that I wanted to just bring up. Yeah, they've been doing okay. They've been doing okay. They've given us innings. Stripling had a decent outing. Robbie Ray is going to be starting today, so let's look out for Robbie Ray. Here's another interesting thing that I know a few of our fans have kind of reached out to us and commenting, being like, "What should we do with the catching situation?" Oh yeah,
right. And they made a move this week.
Yeah.
They called up Caleb Smith, a veteran. I think he's 34 years old. His career batting average is 211. It's not that good.
Yeah.
But the fact is, he's a veteran. And they sent down Reese McGuire, who's just hitting abysmal.
He's not hitting.
He wasn't hitting at all. And his defense was kind of I see some ugly throws actually from him.
Keep talking. I'm gonna look up this guy's statistics.
Yeah, look up his stats. He's been throwing from his knees. He's been lazy. He got caught in a scandal in March.
Yeah, bro. It's literally ever since he got caught masturbating.
Yeah,
it's all falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's he hitting?
He's hitting literally 73.
Oh,
0.73. It's
I'm totally cool with tossing him into the taxi.
Yeah, I mean that is full horrible, man. I feel the whole masturbation thing, bro. That's gotta ostracize you in the practice rooms and in the locker room and stuff.
The boys are coming around oh, so what was wrong with your hotel room?
Yeah, exactly. Why did you feel? And for those of you who don't know the exact story, this guy literally got caught in a parking lot, masturbating by the police. God, why? I don't understand why you would feel the need to have to do that. But
were you sleeping with their guys?
And here's the thing: if you're gonna do that, don't get caught, you idiot.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? That is just whatever. I don't want to get fully deep into that, but if that was somehow his ritual for hitting properly or something, because last
not
year,
working.
Yeah, I mean,
it worked last year.
It worked last year. That's what I'm saying, And then this came out, and now he's hitting sub 100. So I'm not sure what happened there, but you cannot be playing Major League Baseball when you're hitting sub 100.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Bye and hello to this guy.
Hello, Caleb Smith. He played last night, and he actually made some veteran stuff on the field, really calming down. I forget who it was. I think it might have been Anthony Kay. In the later innings, we ended up losing the game, but he was very smart. Went to all mound visits where he knew exactly what to do. Very good pickup just for give us some veteran options for a young catching squad.
Great.
And what else? Let's look towards. We talked a little about this week. We had an alright week, but our opponents had a lesser week.
Yeah, it wasn't a big W week for us, but it wasn't a big L either. We're hoping that, the hitting can bounce back a little bit as far as the batting average goes. Hopefully that happens with, Bo Bichette coming in. We also we had a video talking about base running errors, and there was definitely a lot of those this week. We're seeing some growing pains with Jonathan VR right now, just as far as like defensively goes.
And like Rowdy Tellez has made a few base running errors. He continues to make base running errors.
Yeah, this is just stuff that we need to clean up moving into next week. We don't want to be seeing this week over week.
Montoya had a talk with them apparently, just about, be aggressive but be smart. But it's like we still have yet to see the smart coming out. Very aggressive, but not very smart so far.
Agreed.
So now let's look a little bit into next week.
Yeah, who are we playing next week?
All right, so I'm going to count next week as from Sunday to Saturday. So today we're facing Boston, and we got Ray on the mound. We got to win this game right now. The series is 2-2. We should definitely try and win this series just to grab that edge going into the Yankees series. We face Yankees for 3 games, and then we have an off day. Then we face the Mets. We're in a 3-game series, but we're only going to count the 2 just for our Sunday in review. So we have a little bit of competition. Now, the Mets also went 3-5 last week, so they're kind of on the downswing as well. So, Nick, do you think that we can actually compete with the Yankees looking at our team, what they've been doing this year, and how the Yankees have been playing?
Yeah, sure. I don't... Yeah, our record, we're tied, right? It's we can. Like we said before, though, it's like the Yankees schedule is going to get a lot easier. Ours is going to get a lot harder. The Yankees are a good team, and they're starting to get some of their bats back. Torres is back now. LeMahieu is back now. These are elite players for them, but their pitching hasn't really been holding up, the year so far. So it's gonna be, we're gonna have to see what happens. I definitely am upset at the loss of Teoscar. That's gonna hurt us because now one of our best hitters is now injured. So I don't know, man. I
think it's gonna be a very close series. Honestly, it's probably the most looked forward to series all year because not only are we in a pennant race, but we are facing the New York Yankees. And as much as I love my New York Yankee fans, I don't like your team. Just on a baseball level, we got to destroy them. Okay?
Completely agreed.
Just want to look at the matchups too, just facing the Yankees. We have Ryu going tomorrow against Montgomery. So I'm thinking we got to grab that game. We got to grab that game. Whenever Ryu pitches, we got to get that game. Then we have Taijuan Walker versus J.A. Happ. J. Happ's been struggling just a tiny bit this year, and Taijuan Walker's looked amazing. We gotta grab that game too.
That'd be nice if we could go back to back like that.
Oh yeah. And then the final game, we have Tanner Roark versus Garcia. We can drop that game. Tanner Roark has kind of looked shaky. His commands all over the place.
Yeah.
But if we can grab 2 of 1, I projected us to go 1 and 2. If we can grab 2 of 1, we're sitting pretty.
Yeah, that'd be really nice to start off our 10 games against the New York Yankees. So exciting week coming up. Interesting week that just happened with all the trades, the injury, the base running errors. This is we're getting into that final stretch right now, folks. So look out for the Toronto Blue Jays. It looks like they definitely want to make the postseason run.
Yeah.
We're gonna need someone to step up now that we're missing one of our big batting pieces.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely, guys. I really hope Hernandez recover fast, please.
Seriously.
Really come back. Don't lose that approach when you're sitting in the hospital or wherever you are in rehab.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want you getting in your head because you have a rib injury.
No.
Okay, you're doing good stuff.
Yeah, let the ball travel. Be patient.
But guys, let us know what you think about the week that just happened and the week that's coming up. What about the Yankees? What about the Mets? Do we have a shot with these guys? We're interested to know.
And let us, and follow us on our Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, and Radio Public, and subscribe to us on our YouTube. Hit that notification button. And also follow us on our Instagram.
Thank you so much for watching.
Go Jays, go!